2D. Well then, I got the thing for you. Imagine you're a kid in the 1980s, and you're playing your Nintendo Entertainment System. And you're playing Mario, Super Mario Bros., and you're tired of the two-dimensional gameplay.
I hate this 2D gaming! I hate it! I hate it! I hate the 2D gaming!
And now we live in a time where we have 3D games based off characters that were in a 2D video game. We have Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, and we have Super Mario Odyssey. But what if we could play our NES games in 3D? We are checking out 3D SEN, which is a 3D NES emulator. Yeah, their menus aren't too pretty, but with what this program lacks in UI design, it makes up with its gameplay. This ain't your auntie's emulator. This is your mom's emulator. This emulator makes every game 3D. Well, not every game. It right now has a limited library, but the creator of the emulator is adapting these games, using the original ROMs and turning them into 3D games. While you can't move in 3 dimensions, you can see in all 3 dimensions. You can look left, right, up, down. You can even zoom in, out, do whatever you want. It's a pretty freaking fun time. Games like Mario have some 3D, but nothing too jarring. But games like The Legend of Zelda, it changes the experience completely. The perspective of the game stays the same, but everything pops out. There's shadows, the enemies are 3-dimensional, Link is 3-dimensional, and it all gives us a realistic top-down view. At least, as realistic as you'll get from a bunch of pixels. And honestly, this is all this emulator does. It gives us a new experience from our old experiences. Even though I personally wasn't alive to see those games, at least in their original state. It's nice to see these games given new life after years of just sitting collecting dust on your family's NES. I personally like playing the NES games on my Switch, but now I think I might be playing my NES games this way. It's a modern way to enjoy old games, and it changes the game not in its coding, but in its visuals. It takes the original visuals and makes it pop out more. Even though the colors already pop, this is even more amazing. It's stunning. You can see the Goombas just pop out of the screen. You can play Duck Hunt in an actual field instead of just a static image. And you're still playing the original game. This emulator literally changes the game but keeps the gameplay and visuals intact. It keeps that original coding and then grabs the game and just throws it up all over your screen, literally pops it up. It's like a pop-up book. When I first saw this emulator, I was genuinely shocked. How does this even work? And honestly, I'm not smart enough to find out.